What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV. Here today with the breakdown show. Arsenal 0, Leicester 1. To be honest, I'm still fuming with the result. Such a missed opportunity, for Arsenal. Chance to go second in the Premier League. You look at the results over the weekend. Man United and Chelsea drew, dropped points. Manchester City drew as well. Wolves also drew. It was a great opportunity for us to take advantage, and we didn't. We played against a Leicester City side that was short of players. Jamie Vardy was on the bench, not fully fit. They had no Ndidi, they had no Sionchu, key players missing. They had no striker playing. Iheanacho wasn't available either. And they went with Harvey Barnes, who's usually a left winger. They played him as a false nine with Maddison behind him. Packed the midfield. And I think it's safe to say Brendan Rodgers, I think he tactically outwitted Mikel Arteta. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was coming to Arsenal, pack the midfield, keep it tight, and bring Jamie Vardy on for the last 20 or 30 minutes. And that is exactly what happened. Vardy has now scored 11 times against Arsenal. Unbelievable record. He's kind of turned into the new Drogba. Drogba always used to score against Arsenal. It's now Jamie Vardy. Just think this guy rejected a move to Arsenal and then, just scores against us every time. Seems to take great pleasure in it. The goal itself summed up Squadron Mustafi's time at Arsenal. Concentration levels are terrible. I do question whether Mustafi should have even been on the pitch, because for a guy who's been injured for months, he hasn't played a game for the first team yet. Why is he the centre-back on the bench coming on if we get an injury? Why is William Saliba, who is fully fit, not being trusted to be on the bench? It's so interesting that Fofana played for Leicester last night at centre-back, 19 years of age. He was Saliba's partner at St Etienne last season. He's ready to start in the Premier League for Leicester and actually had a good game as well. Yet Saliba, who was rated higher than Fofana at St Etienne, labelled the new Raphael Varane, is not even capable of being on the bench for Arsenal. And you're telling me guys like Mustafi are better than him? I just don't know what to make of it. Honestly, Mikel Arteta, he makes your mind boggle at times. Mustafi, long ball from Tielemans. Tielemans, who actually I really rate highly as a midfielder, plays a fantastic ball, splits our defence in half. Xhaka loses the runner. Unde, who looked very quick when he came on. Tierney was caught high up the pitch. Gabriel comes across to try and deny that space for Unde to run into. But as Gabriel closes him, it then leaves Jamie Vardy free in the middle. Unde crosses it in, and Jamie Vardy scores. Why is Squadron Mustafi so high up the pitch? Why is he not 15, 20 yards further back, goal side of Jamie Vardy? What is he thinking? This is an experienced German international World Cup winner who still doesn't seem to concentrate and have the ability to defend simple situations. Terrible goal to concede, totally unnecessary. Arsenal fans don't give a lot of credit to David Luiz, but his passing last night, I think his long passing is as good as anybody at the club, possibly the best. And I think his leadership qualities and experience have been vital in helping Gabriel settle. It's no coincidence, as soon as David Luiz came off injured, that Mustafi comes on and we concede and we look disjointed. These kind of players should have been sold a long time ago. Xhaka, I thought, was poor again, very quiet, laboured, and just for me has not been good this season. Dani Ceballos had one of his worst games in an Arsenal shirt for me. I thought he was poor, sluggish, gave the ball away needlessly time after time. It was a poor game for him. Leno, again, shaky moments, has worried me. Followed on from that Rapid Vienna game, wasn't good enough. You look at the strikers, Lacazette had a great chance. Tierney whipped it in. Be brave, just head it in. It's 1-0. He was indicating to Tierney that he wanted the ball on the floor, but no excuse for me. I think he should have scored. And Lacazette is struggling. 3 seasons at the club, 14 goals, 13 goals and 10 goals. That is not the sign of a prolific £50 million striker. And I fear for Lacazette that he could be moved on next summer when he'll only have a year left on his contract. Aubameyang, completely misused again. I don't think Aubameyang had a great game, but the best striker at Arsenal Football Club, and Mikel Arteta decides to play him right wing. For me, just unforgivable decisions that this manager is making. A week or two ago, he played Willian up front against Manchester City, which was a horrendous decision. He then plays Aubameyang right wing to accommodate Saka on the left. Terrible decision. I mean, you're just thinking, what are you doing, Mikel Arteta? Just play Aubameyang through the middle. He's the best striker at the club. And we're going to have to figure things out quickly because we play Manchester United on Sunday, a place we haven't won for 14 years in the Premier League. We've got a terrible record there, and this is going to be a difficult game. A lot of people have criticised United, but they will not be easy. We need to go there and show some more attacking intent. Just to put things into context, we had 12 shots last night, but only 4 on target, and only 1 on target in the second half when we were very timid. For example, we've got the second best defence in the Premier League, but our goals for is terrible. Just to put into context, Tottenham have scored 15 and have a game in hand. Liverpool have also scored 15. We've only scored 8, so we're 7 goals behind them after just 6 games. And also, we've lost 3 out of our opening 6, which is a terrible start to the season. And interestingly enough, after 26 league games in charge, Mikel Arteta is 8 points behind Unai Emery after the same amount of games. Listen, I'm not saying he's worse than Emery, but at the moment we're struggling and we have to find the balance between defence and attack. There you go. Overall, a terrible game, and a lot of fans paid £15 on Sky Box Office to watch what was an absolute bore fest of a game. We move on. The mighty Dundalk on Thursday. Europa League action at home against the Irish club. I'll be doing a live stream for that. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the game last night. I thought it was a terrible performance. Really disappointing. I'd probably give Leno a 5. Hector Bellerin I thought was poor. I would give him a 4. Kieran Tierney I didn't think was great, but he did put a good cross in. I'll probably give him maybe a 6. I suppose he didn't really get done defensively, so I'll give him a 6. David Luiz I thought was decent, played some great long passes. I'll give him a 7. Gabriel I thought did well. I'll give him a 7. Xhaka I'll give a 5. I thought he was pedestrian. Ceballos I'll give a 4. I thought he was poor. Thomas Partey a 5. I thought he was steady. Won the ball back. Wasn't spectacular. Aubameyang I'll give a 4, was non-existent but played out of position. Lacazette I'll give a 4, should have scored, wasn't brave enough. In fact I'll give him a 3, I thought he let us down. Saka I thought was good, he was the only attacking player who had some intent in his game. I'll give him a 7, I thought he was good, Saka. So I would probably give man of the match to Gabriel again. But hey, not good enough. Disappointing. We need to bounce back and beat United at Old Trafford. Join me for that game again. Dundalk on Thursday, and onwards and upwards. And Arteta, you need to sort yourself out quick. I'll see you later in the week. Bless.